What's up, guys? Just want to make a quick video on the deadlift world record that Hafthor Bjornsson just broke. So if you guys are not involved in the fitness world and haven't been up to date on all this, Hafthor Bjornsson, who is a fellow strongman, he has competed and won numerous different strongman competitions, actually just went to compete and break the deadlift world record at 501 kilograms. Now, if you do not know, this is an insane amount of weight, and if you convert this to pounds, this is actually about a little over 1,100 pounds, which is an insane amount of weight for anybody of any size to be lifting, regardless if they're using steroids or not. So basically, I wanted to congratulate him and kind of go over some of his clips of his lifts. In addition to this, I wanted to also talk about something interesting that I noticed between his second and third lift regarding his intra-lift nutrition. Now you notice Thor is getting started here. He's strapping up for this, and something interesting to note in that in strongman deadlift competitions, strapping up is okay. So this is 465, I believe. 465 kilograms, and watch this. Look at that, just smooth as butter. Yeah, there's not much to say about that lift. So as we can see, he absolutely crushed that second lift, that second attempt, and this pretty much gave us reassurance that he was for sure going to hit that third lift. If he did not hit that third lift, it wasn't going to be due to his strength, because he definitely had the strength today. It was going to be because he psyched himself out and got in his head mentally. Now, as I mentioned, between the second and third lift, there was something interesting that he did. So I'm going to show you a clip of him resting in between the second and third clip, and notice basically what he's kind of intaking here.
Used to be even stronger now, and Thor, once he gets it over those knees, his lockout is so strong. He just pulls those hips through perfectly.
Yeah, here's the big man. I want to see some stats from this man.
Now, after watching that, there's a couple things that go to mind. What is this thing in a bottle? Looks kind of weird. The first thing I think of is honey. And honey's kind of interesting because this isn't really something that's used widely in sports nutrition, to my mind at least, because honey itself is pretty low glycemic, and when we're talking about glycemic, we're referring to the glycemic index, which is basically how quickly the food or item can increase your blood sugar. So since honey is a low glycemic food, this means that it increases your blood sugar a little bit slower than something like white bread, white rice, etc. It's interesting that it's a low glycemic food, because usually when you're getting in carbs in the middle of a workout, you want high glycemic foods. This is because low glycemic foods tend to digest a little bit slower and actually cause some stomach irritation, cramping, bloating if you consume it kind of in the middle of a competition like he's doing. So when it comes to physiological advantages from him intaking like a teaspoon of honey in the middle of his lifts, I'm not really sure that's going to add too much value, although there is some psychological aspect to this too. So if this is something that he does normally in between his lifts, in between big lifts I should say, it shouldn't be downplayed at all. And in fact, having that placebo can help tremendously, as we know. So now we're going to finish up and go look at the 501 kilogram attempt. So moving into this third attempt, he did all of his normal pre-lift routines, had his pep talk from his coach, and he took his smelling salts. He's getting strapped up again, and he is ready to do this. You can tell, if I had the sound on, everyone's screaming, everything's going insane in here. He's getting ready to do this. He mentally seems like he's zoned in right now, and we'll just go ahead and watch this clip. Let's see what he does here. Getting zeroed in, and boom, look at that, beautiful, absolutely perfect. Yeah, that looked awesome. Look at that. He's so hyped. He didn't even pass out or anything. He's so ready. He could lift more. So as you can see, he absolutely crushed that 501. There was no real hitching, no real issues after he finished. He didn't pass out, I should say, and everything looked awesome. And I think he's got a lot more in the tank. So overall, that's really exciting moving forward. I feel like we're going to have a lot of people going to crush those deadlifts, those deadlift world records, and moving forward, we'll see what happens. So thanks for watching this quick analysis video. If you haven't watched the main clips from the Rogue stream, you can find it on the Rogue website, and that's actually where I pulled these clips from. And yeah, so enjoy the rest of your day and go out and get some deadlifts. Bye.